So let's start with brand vibe and energy, because a lot of people create visuals without really understanding the energy they're supposed to give off, and it shows. And we don't want that to be you, right? So you want to define your brand feeling before you define your visuals. Are you supposed to feel luxurious? Are your people supposed to feel grounded? Are they supposed to feel empowered, right? So, for example, if you want a luxury brand vibe, your visuals should feel clean, polished, soft, elegant, right? But if you want an empowered brand vibe, your visuals may be bold or vibrant or commanding. All right. So I want you to think again, if my ideal client saw my content without knowing me personally, how would I want them to feel? That's your vibe. And we build the twin to match that energy, not just your face. All right. Okay. Now, when it comes to the visual identity, this is the translation of your vibe into actual content. Okay, so for example, my vibe is freedom. When I created my AI twin, I wanted people to feel freedom. It's all about being in your freedom era, right? So I work from home, I make money from anywhere. My mornings can be slow. I do brunches. I love slow coffee, and my coffee, I love you, right? I love to be lounging at home, right? And so I want you to feel free, and that's the vibe. But then how do you translate that vibe into actual content? Right? Because, and the content, these are the colors, these are the locations, the poses, the settings, the outfits, your background choices, right? That is how you translate a vibe into actual content. And consistency wins, because brand identity is about consistency, not aesthetics. If one post feels luxury and the next post feels chaotic, and the next one is earthy, right? Then you're going to lose people. So I want you to think about your dormant colors. You should have this already, because you should have already prepared your brand board, but we're covering this again just to make sure that you're locking in, because this is the foundation for your AI twin. So you want two or three dominant colors, I'm sorry. You want common backdrops or environments, right? So maybe it's offices or a homey vibe or nature, right? So that's how you want to think of your backdrops. What is like the one backdrop that you're going to want, or one or two? I like to use city life. So you may notice that I have walking outside in the city. The reason why, just to give you a background, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, and then I live in Pennsylvania, close to Philadelphia, the city, right? And so I'm a city girl at heart. And so it is a part of my natural vibe, right? It's a part of my natural vibe. And so that definitely had to be one of my backdrops for my photos. And then the next one is homey. So you may see my AI twin on the couch lounging, or in my bedroom, or in my bathroom in the mirror, right? So those are my common backdrops, right? And you might also see travel due to freedom. Remember, my vibe is freedom. So you may see some travel backdrops, islandly. I'm also of island descent. So I'm sharing all of this with you because remember, you're creating an AI twin. And I feel like if my AI twin looks so much like me and feels like me, and my clients felt like it was me, because I really built it based on me, right? And so I would advise you to do the same thing. All right. You also want to think of the emotions you want your photos and videos to stir. And your AI twin should move through the world the same way your real brand would, because it is your brand. And so that's why you see I have a lot of coffee videos, and that's because in the morning I'm always drinking something hot. It's either coffee, tea, or some sort of porridge, which is cereal, and so I'm always with that in the morning. So you're going to see that there. You might see me walking on the track. Why? Because that's something that I naturally do. So your AI twin is going to move through the world the same way you do. All right. Okay, now let's talk about face front or faceless. This is a decision that you're going to need to make. Face front is more photo based and identity anchored. So this means that, you're going to be creating, like you see on my page, most of your videos is going to show your face. or faceless, which is more symbolic and content driven. I actually use a combination of both, but that's because I have a course where I teach people how to grow a faceless brand. And I also run 2 faceless Instagram pages in addition to Neala Thorpe Official, my face front page. And so I, purposely wanted a hybrid page. You can choose, you can do the same thing. It really doesn't matter. One is identity anchored and one is more symbolic. So it means that, like, for example, because I'm work from home, symbolic for me may be typing on a computer, or I have a faceless one where my back is turned, but I'm opening the curtains at home, right? And so again, it's more symbolic. All right. Now you're going to want to decide which one you're going to, go with. Your twin doesn't have to look like you, but she definitely needs to feel like you. Okay. And remember, your faceless branding means that your twin represents a vibe without you having to show your face. So think about what that vibe, this is why we keep talking about it, is going to be, because what is that symbol? What is your page going to symbol or signal when people come? Right? Because that's what symbolic is. What is it symbolic of? If you love personal connection with people, you love storytelling, then maybe face front should be the choice for you. If you want more freedom, simplicity, more broader messaging, then faceless may be easier, but it really doesn't matter which way you go. All right. So let's just go through some image prep instructions one more time, because we're getting down to the part where we're going to start training your AI twin. Number one, make sure you have 5 or 7 images. You want them to be high resolution images with clean backgrounds, because remember, the AI software that we're getting ready to jump into needs to be able to read these images. Okay. Now I have here that you should have a consistent aesthetic, but it is optional. I noticed that with my videos, because I used five photos from my photo shoot, and I was in the same house when I took that photo shoot, my aesthetics was very clear, very clean. It was like an all white house. And it was very consistent. And I think that helped with how it creates my photos for me. But it's optional. Okay. I'm doing in this training, I'm going to be training my daughter's AI twin, and she does not have a consistent aesthetic. So it really doesn't matter. Okay. You really don't want any group shots or filters on your photos. So make sure that you check that out. All right. Now we're done with some prep. Let's have a little heart to heart.